Hello, my name is Sheraz and this is Anime Matters. So, episode 2 of Kaguya Sama Love is War, Ultra Romantic, has finally come out. And what an interesting episode it was! It looks like Miyuki Shirogane's personality is a complete fake. Just an act, but why? Was it simply for him to get noticed to Kaguya? Or maybe it's got to do when his mum had left him, and his family. And another thing, the question. Who is Miyuki Shirogane? The real Miyuki Shirogane. Because from past episodes, what it tells us is Miyuki Shirogane is a coward. An example of this would be being scared of insects. Miyuki can't swim, and he sucks at sports. He can't sing, he can't dance. However, anytime he has an objective, he will grind his way, kind of like a JRPG game. He will end up doing it till he succeeds. I mean, if you look at his appearance, you can see just below his eyes, he always looks tired because he's working hard to fulfill his objective. So another question would be, on my mind, was Miyuki Shirogane always smart and always succeeding the top grades? At the moment, it looks like only Ai Hayasaka knows that Miyuki Shirogane is putting up an act. Just like she is, as Miyuki Shirogane noticed from this episode. In this episode, they were trying to tease that Ai Hayasaka was romantically in love with Miyuki. Of course, she does know that Kaguya is already in love with Miyuki. So they were trying to tease as though Ai Hayasaka was justly in love with Miyuki and got together alone with Miyuki in a karaoke room. Kaguya comes chasing after them, so when it looked like Hayasaka stolen his heart away and were making erotic, passionate love. Unfortunately, it looked like Hayasaka had to listen or endure the horrific singing by Miyuki. The funny thing was Kaguya was outside and she thought it was a completely different matter that was happening. I know she didn't want to intrude because she would have thought that she was a stalker, but come on. It sounded like her best friend was getting violated by her somewhat secret lover. It will be somewhat interesting to see if there is some sort of a love triangle between the three. However, towards the end of the episode, Hayasaka does admit that the only reason why she flirted with Miyuki was the fact that she was jealous of Kaguya. So really, in truth, she has no actual love interest with Miyuki, because she did say that she just wanted to hurt Kaguya, and that's the only reason why she did it. If we think about it, Ai Hayasaka is the personal maid of Kaguya Sama. Her job is 24/7. She has no breaks, she has no time off, she has no holidays. Sometimes I feel like she just wants to have a happy normal life of a high school girl. I know I feel like I'm talking about this dark foreshadowing, but we did get a lot of laughter from Miyuki's singing, to Kaguya's misunderstanding, and Fujiwara realizing what Hayasaka went through, as she's still traumatized from remembering how bad Miyuki's singing was. Other than this story, we get more development between Mika Ino and Ishigami in their friendship, since neither one can stand each other. Miyuki and Osaragi, who is Mika Ino's friend from the previous season, decide to get Ino and Ishigami together. Miyuki has an unorthodox plan, Operation Friendship. Ino and Ishigami first decide not to do it, but then they found out that Miyuki was the one who created the idea, so they felt really bad as they both liked their senpai, and decide to try it out. Ishigami and Ino's first mission was to try and say something good about each other, which Ino fails because she hasn't got anything good to say about Ishigami. The missions start to get ridiculous, from ear grooming to feeding each other to bridal carrying to feeding each other, and each of these fail. Unfortunately for Miyuki, you know what, I'm starting to think Miyuki Shirogane is an Ishigami and Ino shipper. Osaragi then thinks of a great plan. She starts telling them that, hey, you both hate each other and say how much you hate each other, just like how couples do. So then both Ishigami and Miko start talking about how much they liked each other. Well, in robot voices, which was quite hilarious. and Ishigami just repeating the exact same phrase every time. Ah, me too, me too. A1 is producing very good animations for this anime series, just as it did before. It's as though this show is getting better and better. I feel like in future, Miko Ino and Ishigami will probably become a couple eventually. So looking forward for more Ishigami and Miko. Anyway, that was my review for episode 2 of Kaguya Sama Love is War. Ultra romantic. If you've not seen the Kaguya Sama Love is War anime series, I highly recommend you do so, especially if you're into rom-coms. Also, I got a funny feeling we're gonna see a rap by Miyuki in a future episode. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And so peace out, take care, because anime matters.